Hello, everybody. It is that time of the week. It is your illustrious host, Dragon Fury and Infernal Drake.
I hope you all have been having a good week.
And if not, we hope the episode makes it better. Thank you for everyone who went over to the Patreon and joined up there. It is gratefully thankful. Hopefully you've had a good Thanksgiving if that is something that you celebrate. And for those who are in the land of the trenches, we hope you survived your Black Friday upon listening to this episode, or surviving Black Friday if you're listening to this episode in the midst of the chaos that is Black Friday. That being said,
and if you chose not to go to the trenches, I respect that.
Well, some of them may not have had the choice. They had to work. Gotta get
that money. I know. Yeah, for those, I hope you're doing okay.
So that being said, that fits well into the theme of today's episode, and of course, Infernal has no idea what it is because I never tell him anything.
I am left in the void.
So he finds out just like when you find out. So, the theme is hits that just hurt. Also known as you got hit when. So this is going to be a discussion of those moments and illustrations that really tell the audience that this person has been hit with various things, the force of God, all of these things where it just kind of go like, ooh, yeah, that hurts. For example, when you're watching all the old school anime styles, and there's a fight scene, and they get punched so hard that there is a frame that their back is the fist that hit them.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got hit hard.
See, when I think of getting hit, like someone getting hit hard, I just sent you a GIF of this, is specifically a moment from One Piece before the time skip where literally Luffy sends this man back into the manga.
Yep, that is a prime example. Like, you get your back blown out from the front, and you got hit so hard they lost the budget in that moment.
Like, every time I think about this scene, I'm like, one, because the dude he punched is a complete asshole, and I am so happy he did it. Like, I cheered when this happened.
I'm sure a lot of people. This also gives an example of another instance of you've been hit hard. When your body turns into that of a skipping rock across a lake.
Yeah, it's like when your body has no more bones. Like, you are literally just a blob going flying.
It just gone. And to maintain the momentum to then hit the ground and then skip. You've been hit fairly hard.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit. Which this is kind of going to be like a rapid fire because they all build off of each other, right? So you get skipped like a stone, which brings us to physics breaking. You've been hit so hard that physics has broke. What was that? I think it was a scene in Dragon Ball. Broly hit a motherfucker so hard that everything felt it. Not just him, not just the ground. The air itself was like, hey, gravity's not a thing for a moment. And then everything shatters.
Yeah, like, when you said Broly, the scene that came to my mind was when it was in the Broly movie, that the newer one, where literally Broly and Gogeta the moment they clash, they literally break the universe.
Yeah, that's existential dread on a massive scale. Like that just
Like it's bad even when like the main character's like, "What the hell just happened?"
an honorable mention because it's not a hit, but it is definitely a very impactful action. Trolls, when the Pinky Promise was made, everyone felt that. That's how powerful that action was.
Oh, jeez.
So it wasn't violent, but still held the same gravitas of like this is so epic that miles away someone has sensed a disturbance and they're like, oh, a Pinky Promise. Like that's freaking crazy. Let's see. There's a bunch on the list. Um, Having your powers turned off. Ever been hit so hard that your powers are just gone? Main example, getting demorphed in Power Rangers.
Oh,
That
yeah. I bet that happened quite a bit.
It does happen quite a bit. That's how you know these guys are getting rocked. This is a source of power for all intents and purposes. It comes from another dimension and forms protective armor around them and just takes a lot of damage. But to the point that it knocks it off of you,
Yeah.
your concussion has a concussion.
It's like, this armor that's basically made out of cosmic energy or whatever it is for the series? Yeah, we just overloaded it, basically.
Yeah, we broke it. Cool.
Also, speaking of broken physics, this scene popped to my mind from Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
Kami
it
does
just keeps coming out of there. Like, there's so much sword. It really is. Oh, classic thing that they do with swords. I know, again, honorable mention, because it's not necessarily a hit, it's more of a blow, I guess. When you get cut so fast and clean that your
yes.
body doesn't know that it happened.
Takes a little bit to register.
And then it happens. And then you're just kind of like, ooh, they are now two people.
They are now Sir Headless Nick.
Right. And I feel like that fits into the physics because
Bad joke.
even the blood is like, wait a minute, that's not an enclosed space anymore.
It's like, oh, there's nothing blocking anymore. Time to fly.
Yeah, we're like, oh, everything. Oh my God, we're free. Which, for those who've watched Cells at Work, they're actually in absolute dread when that happens. They are screaming, they are panicking, they are holding on for dear life, but there's just far too many of them and not enough wall to hold on to.
But they sure can try.
They can try. And yeah, so it's just kind of another iconic hit. Getting hit so hard you regurgitate a whole being.
That's a Dragon Ball reference right there.
That is exactly what that is. Good job. Points for Infernal. For those who are not privy to this information, there is a particular individual known by the name of Cell who happened to absorb the essence of and full body, spirit, mind, and all of a individual named Android 18. And
don't forget 17.
And so, well, yeah, he did that too, but he got hit so hard that 18 was thrown up out of him.
Yep. It's a girl.
It, we need to take a moment to really like dissect this, right? He got hit so hard that a person was reconstituted and then expelled. Like
Right? It's like, because like literally, like she for the most part was absorbed cell by cell, and then all of a sudden it's like boom, full body.
yep. It's like I may have been out of school for a while, but typically that's not how absorption works. It's not like in a pocket dimension and it can just, come back out like a bag of holding. Um,
I would like to think that's how perfect cell works, even the bag of holding.
it just a bag of holding.
I mean, we know Majin Buu is.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. A similar effect, um, getting the energy slapped out of you.
Energy slapped out. I'm trying to think what anime that could refer to.
I'll give you a hint. My main tattoo.
Oh, Naruto.
Yes. Again, for those not privy to this information, there is an individual known as Naruto who was in a place of toads, learning a secret arts of their people.
Oh God, yeah, the frog training, or the sage training.
Sage training, two of which, when you absorb too much of the energy and not balance it properly, you take on traits of a toad. His master...
Because you are becoming one with nature.
You are becoming one with nature in a weird way. And so,
Yeah, well.
his master at the time is like, I'm going to make sure you don't turn into me. And
I'm going to slap you silly.
and smacks you silly. Yep, smacks him silly. That, again, let's take a moment to dissect here. You are using physical force to smack the essence of nature out of somebody. I've heard of eviction notices, but this is ridiculous. Like, you...
Well, yeah, I mean that's what happens when you don't want something in a specific area.
Yes.
It's just like you must leave now, whether peacefully or violently. Violently in this case.
Very violently in this case. In most cases. In a lot of cases. In all the cases. That just spirals all the way down into that. Ooh. Another big one. This one's gonna feel it. This could be anybody. But their soul was rocked when the camera shakes.
Yeah. God, that could literally be a bunch.
And so for the three-peat, let's take a moment to dissect that. You've been hit so hard by whatever force that the proverbial looking glass of the fourth dimension has shook, i.e., your whole existence shook because you got hit so hard. That should not be allowed, ever. Like, one person should not possess the ability to remove the pillars of a existence to the point that it's like, that shook. And that shook a lot.
Yeah, I mean the cameraman just got a little too close.
Yeah, but see, the cameraman is an omniscient fifth dimensional being in this case. Which means he felt the thing he was looking at.
It was their apprentice.
It was The
They're still new
Apprentice.
to the job.
The Apprentice got too close. Um,
I mean,
it
definitely like in the same rocking situation, like you can say like when they get hit so hard, like they literally everything between their ears is going all just shaking relentlessly.
Yep, in classic cartoon fashion. Yep, just pinball machine organs, just rattling, just straight maraca. Like call in the band because we have the guy. Needs more cowbell, and you do not want to be the cowbell in any of these scenarios.
Nope.
And
God, when I'm thinking hard punch is like a lot of One Punch Man moments pop in my mind.
yeah, but that's like the whole point.
I know.
Ooh, but that does remind me. You know you've been hit hard when time is like, I need a break. So time
Let's think
just
about this.
slows down so that it can process what is occurring. And you if you experience the world and it starts to slow down, your life has already ended. You're just giving enough chance to come to terms and pray to whatever God you believe in and maybe curse him because he's also the reason why you are in this situation. Um,
Here's a perfect example of that.
Pretty much. Yes, pretty much. Um, and in a similar note, could you imagine being the person who catches the stray from one of those?
Oh God, like yeah, I know. It's like it's not even meant for you. It's just like you're just so happen to be behind the person. It's just like oh okay, well
You're just walking down the street. Next thing you know, you get hit with the concussive force of 17 semi trucks. And you're just like, oh, okay, I guess I start my reincarnation cycle now.
it's like who needs truck gun?
It was like, who needs them? It was like, someone's out of a job.
Oh, right. Like
Just,
with how many straight punches are going around these days?
yep, just, like, oh man. Oof, it is, yeah. Um, so that is the bulk of the list that I had created of the various. Um,
This one isn't really a punch, but just like when the hit is so fast, it takes sound a moment to catch up.
oh yeah, oh yeah, that iconic sound.
Yeah,
Oh, like I can hear this movie. I can hear this GIF.
yeah. Got it. Got it. I wanted to find the Benimaru scene from Fire Force, but I could not find the GIF.
Yeah.
Like that sound when he used like what was it called, like Crimson Moon or something?
Yeah.
Like when he did that, the first time I heard that, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah. No. There's only one other sound that I would rank higher on that, and it is when Mythbusters blew up a cement truck.
okay. I need to look that up. It's been years since I've seen that one.
It just pure unadulterated thunk.
Just, I mean, there's also when they blew up, like some explosives in like a enclosed tunnel, like just that. Okay, let me see this. Oh my god!
It was there and then it wasn't.
It's like there wasn't a truck there.
No, there was zero remnant of that truck.
The sound it made,
Yes.
like the camera had no idea what sound it needed to record, so it recorded all of them.
Yeah. Yeah. That is the sound that I would rank higher than Crimson Moon. And it comes in a very close second because that is also in a solid just whew, of a sound.
Yeah.
Um, Number
God.
three being anything going incredibly fast, and it's just like they're leaving the frame is what causes the sonic boom.
Right. God, yeah, no. Like just anime and just TV shows in general, like whenever they have like either really good sounds or really good moments like these punches, it adds so much to the show.
So much. And yeah, so all right. Well, to wrap things up, we are going to play. Does does it need to be?
Doesn't need to
So
be.
doesn't need to be. So I have looked up a list of movie releases for
Mm,
the rest of the year,
okay.
and we are going to go through them, and we're in a speed run. And if you know it, you know it. If not, pass, whatever.
Okay.
So first up, we have Moana 2.
Ooh. Uh I don't know. When they announced this one, I wasn't really all for it, only because I feel like the way they left off the first one was already good. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I mean, hey, I'm okay seeing more. Hey, hey.
Mm, I don't even think he's in there.
They
Um,
show they showed him in the trailer.
no, well, trailers can just not exist at all in the movie by the end.
Ah, very true. Well, if hey is not in, I ain't going to see it.
And I ain't going to see it. All right, so we have a movie called From the Ashes. I will give you the quick synopsis and yay or nay. So, from the ashes, a woman is jailed for her husband's crime, and her only way out is to solve the riddles from her mysterious past.
Hmm. Honestly, it sounds interesting.
All right, so we got saying, um, this is all right. We're not using that one because I don't get any information from it. So,
Okay.
next up we have RM. Oh, so it's Rat Monsters documentary.
Oh
I,
no.
I, I'm pretty sure that's who this is. Yep, it's
Yeah.
Rat Monsters documentary.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't really care. I don't care for documentaries.
so even if it's Rat Monster, I don't know, that's surprising.
I'm just not a fan of documentaries.
Okay, well, don't need it. All right, good stuff. Y2K.
I'm sorry. What?
Yep. So there is a movie coming out in December. Y2K. This is the synopsis that they have put on IMDb. Two high school nobodies make the decision to crash the last major celebration before the new millennium on New Year's Eve, 1999. The night becomes even crazier than they could have ever dreamed when the clock strikes midnight.
So it's a movie basically on like what people thought was going to happen at Y2K.
Essentially. Um, my vote is definitely not needed. Uh,
Yeah, no.
because it's supposed
I
to be a horror comedy, and that
oh
is a terrible combination.
yeah, horror comedy is that genre of like anything that it is so hard to get it right because you have to find that really good balance of horror and comedy, and a lot of people have issues with that because they tend to lean more into the comedy.
Yeah. Let's see how much. All right, we got time for a few more. We have a movie called The Return, which is, I'm pretty sure, the second part of the Odyssey. Yes. So,
Mhm.
after 20 years, Odysseus finally returns to wherever he's from. Um,
Ithaca.
there you go. And where he finds his wife held prisoner by suitors vying to be king and his son facing death at their hands to win back his family and all he has lost. Odysseus must rediscover his strength. So yes, basically,
So it's a
after the Odyssey.
modification. So well, yeah.
No, it should just
Uh,
be after the events of the Odyssey. It was like the next part.
Well,
Um,
yeah. Um. Hmm.
I feel like there's already a movie that told this story.
Yeah, there was a movie a while ago that basically told the entire Odyssey story and Ithaca. Plus, also, anyone that listens to Epic the Musical, the Ithaca saga will be coming out hopefully in the next couple months. That's, but for this, I'm going to say not needed.
All right. Solo Leveling Reawakening.
Yes.
Then we have Craven the Hunter.
No.
No.
Especially with how they've been like doing the villains in movies these days. No.
Yes. We have Lord of the Rings: The War of however the deuce you say that.
Is this the anime one?
Yes, this is the anime one. And thank you, Han, for saying it.
A part of me wants to say not needed, but it will be interesting to see how it is.
Animation alone, I say is needed because they have that good animation.
Okay, like I said, like when it comes to like when they turn things to animation, like I feel like at times it can be hit or miss. So that's why I said I'm at least interested in to see how it goes.
All right, because I'm biased, and I'm sure you will agree, here's another one for the definitely not needed list. Mufasa, the Lion King.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
Hell no.
No, absolutely not needed. And it is still done in the same fashion as the previous Lion King, quote-unquote, live action.
Live action?
Yes.
Oh, fuck, no, hell no.
Indeed. Let's see what else we have here.
I almost got an F-bomb out there.
That
made me mad.
Yeah, it did. Let's see. Anything else? Good, bad, to be determined. These are 2025. Okay, so we're into next year, so I do not care anymore.
Because we are not there yet.
We are not there yet. So we would like to thank you for all of the support up to this point, as we are in our last few episodes of the year. Because we're at the end of November with this episode, so that leaves...
Next episode will be the start of December.
Yep, so that leaves 4. There will be 4 main episodes left of the year.
Which is crazy to think about.
It is very crazy to think about. And it, again, I don't make these without you guys, and so I thank you. I thank you so much. Also, don't miss out on the bonus content, because there will be more than 4 episodes made in the next month, but only 4 of them will be to the public. So if you don't want to miss out on all of the fun that we have there, be sure to subscribe to our Patreon. That way you can support us and breaking more episodes and more content, because we will be able to use that support money to go to cons and do podcast episodes live from the cons and all these fun things that we're want to do. That being said, also we will find out in January if we got the panel or not. So fingers crossed that we got a panel to do a live episode from MegaCon Orlando.
The fact that they only give a month a heads up.
Yeah, it does suck, but it is what it is.
And since it's the, I guess, thanking season, I did want to thank everyone listening, because much like what Dragon said, like, I mean, I'm here, one, because Dragon did force me in the beginning, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm really glad I could be a part of this.
So we hope to see you on the Patreon episode. If not, we'll see you on the final countdown of the episodes of the year. Till then, we out.
See y'all next time.